They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back. A shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed. Gas, I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me shoot through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Yeah. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set, 19. Check, watch 54, watch 54. They can't hang with us. 55.
On first down, it's Watson. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
24.
From the gun, here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Watson on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
check.
Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Slam. Kill.
On 2nd down, Cook. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Slam. Switch. 80 weapon. Deuce.
On 2nd down and 4. Cousins. It's caught. Smith. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Check. X3. 218. Chop.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey, Gun.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 55 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Room here to run. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
54 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Alert. Check. 54. Under crunch. Shift.
Now a first down throw. Watson dancing to his left. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll run with Miller. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Switch. Alert.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Double up. 59. Alert flare. 55. 59. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On second down now, it's Miller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go, baby.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Check. Watch 54. Right there.
They'll try the air now with Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Reset. 19. Let's go. Get back. 55. Echo. Switch the mic right here. We go Mike.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Check, watch 54. Here we go. Check 13. Check 13. Check 3. Black. Begin. Bingo. Watch the safety creep. Good route here. Right there. 54. Right there. Smooth. It's our time. Gun. It's our time. Mike's 54.
3rd and long for Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Check safety. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Gun.
On 2nd and 15 now. Cousins. And the catch made by Johnson. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, exit. Gun.
And the blitz does come. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Texans 10. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. He's good. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Get that quarterback. Check three. Motion.
Watson operating from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 21-10 game. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Give me that ball, defense.
24.
Give me that ball.
24 down, he's coming.
Hey, you got one small. You got tight right there.
At 24. At 24.
Jim.
Throwing again is Watson.
On the 10.
Forced out to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a first down past the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half. No quitting here.
Zero.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Stills the intended target, and now it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Watch the pass. Check to the far. If you kill it,
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's got Fuller. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40.
To the air yet again. Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score to make this a 21-17 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check. 25. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Go. 54, right there. Gun.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stick.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
19. Alert.
54. Check time.
24.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Check 24. Check 9. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Switch. Switch. Deuce, deuce. Deuce, deuce.
Throwing on second and long. Watson, and a catch made by Hopkins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Crunch. Crunch. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Check 99. Check 99. Go.
Operating from the gun. Watson. And Stills bringing it in. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And no, it's incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Vikings first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Go!
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Get that quarterback. Gun. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
First down, here's Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Mike 51. 6-man.
Cousins here to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Now it's Watson. Being chased out left. It's complete. Stills. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. He finds Hopkins complete.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
coach, son. He took you to school.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
36.
Recon, 132 fighter. Bring up 28.
51's the mic.
Hey, Delta.
Who that? Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the screen. Pass.
He'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Hey, Can. Right through.
I can't believe they let you play.
Hey, Alpha.
I can't believe they let you play. Go. Mike 51.
Gun.
51. Yeah. 51's the mic, boy. 51.
Now Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
He's set.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, set. Hey, 59. 54. You're not ready. You're not ready. 59.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Watson's pass. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert. Alert. Check the heart rate. He's coming. We got double up.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's caught. Stills, right side. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Sponge.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson with a give to Miller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It's complete to Fuller. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it, all right? I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Check 50.
Out of the gun, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
I know, easy. Bravo. Gun.
51's the mine. Defense wins championships, man.
What can Cousins do in the OT? And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Cousins on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Tight dog.
Gun.
Check safety.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's got some space here. 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, wahoo! Gun.
Check.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Texans 6-yard line. Final score, Texans 27, Vikings 24.
Ready? Yellow. Gun.
951.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Zebra. Where's your hot?
Throwing, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and goal at the 6-yard line.
A couple extra defensive backs are in there. Big play. 3rd and goal.
Hey, receiver. Hey, shoot.
Right there.
Working out of the gun. Cousins looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And look at this. No playing for the tie. This is the ball game here on 4th and goal. Here we go.
Gun.
51's the mine. Here we go.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. J.J. Watt. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, They got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.